Anyway, let's go for another run here. We go again. Let's see if we can do it a little better this time around. And thanks for the good luck. Appreciate it.
He said we'd go hunting this morning. Why isn't he here? Where's he gone to? What's he doing up there? He's just standing there. What's going on with him?
No, but would you?
Of course.
There's if this once. Yeah.
I'll
Stop.
that. Explosions and shout.
You have. You.
Wait.
Good night.
That carcass. What sort of beast was that?
The tribe calls it a sawtooth.
Yeah. I should stay out of sight. I can use the
That's a good kill.
Gone. So when it.
I'll.
You.
Very nice, Sawtooth.
Aloy. So. Look for. You should
But
be.
I-
For you.
Any news about Horizon 3 yet? None at all. Other than they're working on it.
Aloy! It's you.
And technically, that's not even news. We only
What's it?
God damn.
they haven't said
Well,
directly
you
they're
know-
working on
Yes,
Horizon
I did-
3. It's just everything they have implied about what they're working on. Obviously, it says Horizon 3. And also, it'd be weird if they weren't.
Get down from there! Bad enough you're drunk. Listen carefully. Why do you have to go climbing houses? You'll have to tell this when I'm gone.
Ring of Metal was really bad. And then I got a little screwed on the way to Gravehort, so I decided to just mercy kill the run.
What's?
Apology.
Wait.
No.
Whoa, hey.
Because at that point I was gonna be like 40
I-
seconds behind.
You know.
I thought.
She got
Going into the second half of the run, and that's just too much. Could technically still have PB, but eh. Being that far behind, I'm just not feeling it. Rather start over.
Start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
There's Olin. I should head into Mother's Heart.
Oh, Horizon 3 will definitely be on PS5.
Oh,
So
this is
The bigger question is if it
I-
will
you know,
launch on
but I-
PlayStation
I-
6.
you.
Oh,
I think there'll definitely be a PS5 version. For sure. Similar to how Forbidden West came to PS4.
Razor!
But Obviously, I have no idea when Horizon 3 is gonna release, but it's either gonna be one of the very last PlayStation exclusives for the PS5, or one of the very first for the PS6.
Gotta catch up.
Slow and steady now. All you need is to finish. That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me.
Strong, I thought. That's it.
No way but forward now.
Right there.
And unless it gets cancelled, the next Horizon game we're gonna see is gonna be that Horizon multiplayer. Some people are still thinking that's coming out this year, I just don't think so. Don't really have a good reason as to why, but something just tells me the Horizon multiplayer is not this year. And again, as I've talked about before, given how a lot of the other PlayStation Live services is gone, I wouldn't be surprised if I just one day wake up and there's a PlayStation blog post about it being cancelled.
We had a try, but I had the wilds.
Because let's be honest, that is very likely to happen given how all the live service projects has gone.
Too many of them! We can't win!
Stay together.
Keep coming.
Oh no! There's more! They keep coming! How many are there?
Annoying positioning there. Perfect final wave though. Just a bit of a shame that one guy behind the rock in the second wave was the way he was. Otherwise that could have been close to a gold.
Lost saved me.
Still a very good proving though.
They must have found me before I bled out.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I think
picking up some kind
I think Horizon Forbidden West would have... I don't know if it would have been that much different, but I do think they would have been able to do some more things with the game if the PS4 version didn't exist. Some magic. Like, they straight up said that one of the main reasons why, for example, the Burning Shores is only on PS4 was because of the horrors.
Bring me here.
Like, they couldn't do that on PS4 and, you know, at a good quality.
Lantra fought it, of course, but genocided with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet
Like, Forbidden West is still an amazing game, but I do think there were some things that held it back from being on PS4.
You said the tribe
And even though I haven't played
was on
God of War Ragnarok yet, I would imagine it's a similar story for that game.
A great war party was sent after the killers.
Because in God of War Ragnarok, similar to 2018, they still have a bunch of those sections where you slowly had to move something out of the way or shimmy through like a small gap or something to hide loading. I don't think a lot of that stuff would have been necessary if PS4 didn't exist. Or the PS4 versions. But the thing also we gotta remember with Forbidden West was eternally when they started working on Forbidden West, they expected it to be a PS4 game. Because they thought it was gonna come out first on PS4 before the PS5 came out.
Destiny All Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarchs are waiting for us. You ain't no
even
yet. If any
So when they initially, for the first year or two of its development, don't know the exact timeline, but just a guess, they were probably building it from the ground up for PS4. And only at some point during development changed it to PS5 when they realized they couldn't make the deadline.
The outcast approaches. Ignore her.
I need
But to...
and where
And if I remember correctly, I think they also got more time because Ghost of Tsushima came out a lot later than they initially thought it would.
really long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Because if you don't remember, like the summer before the PS5 came out, we got both The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima very close together.
One of these things,
So if Forbidden West had came out that year as well, it might have been a little too packed for Sony, plus the PS5 release. So I think it was because Ghost of Tsushima was actually supposed to come out like way before it actually did. That afforded Forbidden West more time as well.
It worked. It's not straight.
If I remember the story correctly.
Watch yourself!
From what we have heard over the years about the game's development.
Isn't I should
Hey, look, the truck,
Where
the work you might.
The Strider is fast.
But man, can you imagine a summer where we had gotten Part 2, Ghost, and Forbidden West in the same summer?
It just got bigger. I should try overriding other
I mean,
kinds of
obviously that would be bad for sales
Probably
because they
can't
would
ride them all,
kind of be
but I might find a use
cannibalizing
for
each
them.
other. But still. No worries, Unticker. What's up, villains? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, exactly. Ghost being the last major game to come out on PS4 was quite fitting.
Is that a corpse at his feet? My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can
And a
stand.
nice send-off to the PS4.
More village in the heights.
Yeah, exactly, and also the fact that their loading screens were so short on PS4 as well. Obviously for Ghost, the loading screens don't even exist on PS5. But the fact, even if you play the PS4 version, the loads are still stupid. Like, there are PS5 games that can't match the loads of Ghost on console on PS4.
But not. If I'm gonna find Lord Chief Sonar, the massacre site. Maybe the Lord Chief left something behind.
Dead. I'm not.
Va-
All I.
That's the thing that still impresses me the most about Ghost. Just because there were so many PS4 games, especially the later half of the PS4 life cycle,
Lord Chief.
where a lot of the games really struggle with loading times.
I'd have to go to the massacre site.
And then Ghost just came along and just put them all to shame.
Let's see you catch us.
Mother's crown. Feels more like a military camp. I bet this village has seen better days.
Great. When I no, you put after if you.
Here she is.
My own
girl,
You're they can know what
Word it.
so nice. Who's
You'll.
I'm free. I should.
All right.
How could the Carja Faithless close the portal?
Yeah, you can have pretty fast loading times on PC in this game, but you can also have some really bad ones. Like, loading times varies a lot on PC for this game. And I've definitely seen them PCs as well, where it seems like they're slower than PS4 with how they load.
Those machines. The flames burn stronger than usual. The flames. They're burning it.
I don't know on PC if it's only the SSD that determines how fast the loading screens are. I'm sure there's also some other factors, but as far as I'm aware, these days SSDs are relatively cheap, so I feel like if you're a PC gamer anyway, you probably should invest in a better SSD. But I'm obviously no expert on this topic, so... But there are some stinky PCs out there. I don't remember who, but I remember one time verifying a run for the PC leaderboards for this game, where I'm pretty sure the loading times were slower than PS4. I think the run was also done on the lowest settings possible, so it probably wasn't that good of a PC. But they got a run done, so... GG, I suppose.
Here they come. Corrupted washers.
That's a mess of corrupted zone.
Cleanse this valley of corruption. Time to see if the Purge of Force will let me pass over the mountains.
That was not a good spawn to work with. The machines being so far spread out there. Remember the 24p runs? Yeah. It's so fun that you could even do that on PC.
More bandits like the ones at Devil's Thirst.
Like, that is just silly.
Sounds of fighting.
Turn back, girl! These machines are dangerous! Truly, the sun shines up. Where are you headed, girl?
West to Meridian.
The way of the kid. Where the
Solid card border. All things considered. Even though it was a terrible spawn on the second corrupted zone.
I need to find one.
Usually the main thing that determines whether we lose time or not is just if we keep going at full speed and in the right direction. And we're still kind of able to do that with those spawns.
Why they want me dead. Owen's trail leads to Meridian. When I catch him, he will talk.
Did I say PC? I mean, PC is better than console. If you judge it purely by that. Console is just cheaper and more convenient. Which some people, probably such as myself, tend to value a bit more. Especially the convenient part. HDR? I never really used HDR, so I don't know. And I still stand by the statement I've said for the longest time, is that if PlayStation start guaranteeing all their exclusives, or the first-party exclusives, release day one on PC, then honestly at that point I probably would be persuaded to switch. Because that is definitely, it's not the only reason, but it's certainly one of the biggest reasons why I'm mainly a console player is the PlayStation Studios games. Obviously also the financial aspect, like right now buying a PC that is good enough to play the latest PlayStation exclusive on PC is a little out of my budget. But if at some point they start saying their games are releasing day one on PC, then I would probably figure something out. But again, I don't think that's happening. At the very least, I don't think it's happening during this generation. If ever, because even though Sony clearly gets some benefit on releasing on PC, every time like any of the heads of Sony is asked about it, they claim that there's still benefit to keeping the game exclusive for a certain period of time on console. Which just makes sense.
Not quick enough.
there's no Danish voice acting for Zero Dawn. But you can change all the text and stuff to be Danish if you want. And I have done a couple of playthroughs like that before. It looks really silly. And also some of the translations, although they are correct, are interesting. Because there are some of the translations I probably wouldn't have went with myself, but yeah.
I'm sorry for the wait, but
Yeah, there was a rough quote like that at some point where they said it's really easy and cheap to make a PC port of a game.
What's going on here?
So therefore they consider it's like printing money, because I think mainly because they can release all games at full price on PC and still sell well. I think that was the context of the quote.
How would
I know.
Hey, you. I'll over suck of as you there.
A lot not meant.
We were.
How I
It's hard.
the kill.
It doesn't.
I need.
But
No.
but
I don't.
he's not. How?
Okay.
I
I need.
okay.
Watch out for the Ocelot merchants. Those
Hey, come back. Owen's place is this way.
So many people here all talking at once.
So yeah, compared to the budgets they normally have for making video games, I'd imagine whatever it cost them to pay Nixus to port that game to PC is probably pennies. And they probably only need to sell a few thousand copies to break even on that. And obviously they usually sell like a million or two whenever they release a PC version.
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin?
Although recently most
For a poet.
most of their PC ports have
Olin
gone down
realized
in
target.
sales-wise.
A map.
I think Ghost of Tsushima is the only
It
exception
will
to
show
that.
places he visited.
But I guess the novelty of PlayStation games being on PC has worn off.
How did? I'll
Leave it
wait.
out.
I'm not just
Either that or
Red.
another speculation I've seen people say is the average PC is not good enough to play the... Like, the average PC Steam users have is not good enough to play most of the PlayStation exclusives, so that's why they don't sell too well. Because even though a lot of people have really high-end good PCs, that is far from the norm in the PC user or among PC users. But whatever it is, there's a clear pattern that the PlayStation games are selling less and less on PC compared to what they used to. Except Ghost. For some reason, Ghost sold incredibly well on PC.
Justice for the dead.
From my understanding of it. I think last they released numbers, Zero Dawn is still the best-selling PC game. Probably got a big boost from being the first big exclusive to go to PC, but, you know. But remember, Zero Dawn has no fans.
Who's there?
And also, Zero Dawn PC port came out right at the height of the lockdowns, so that probably also gave it quite a boost as well on PC.
The Norgo lives.
Kill her!
And they had just announced the sequel as well. So there was a lot of things compared to other titles that went well for Zero Dawn on PC.
I promise.
The
I thought there was.
Which
I'm-
probably could also be the case for Ghost.
I'm not. What are
They never. What do I don't.
when they?
Oh, actually, no, I don't think they had announced
You
Yote before Ghost came to PC.
And what?
Sister,
I've.
I won't.
Where?
My phone.
Now the thing about it,
And the
Go to-
I did.
I actually don't know what came first, the PC version or Yote's announcement. I think the PC version was out first. But yeah, Zero Dawn, when it came to PC, like I said, just had so many benefits happening in its favor. Like I said, it came out at the height of lockdown, Forbidden West had just been announced. The game had just been free on console, so a lot of people on console were talking about it. So there was just so many things that went well for that game. Well, for Zero Dawn on PC.
I'm glad that's over with. Thanks for the help.
What are you doing?
Right.
Tell
No.
her.
No, sir. Shut.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fucking
Come
dog
on.
shit. I believe it was a couple of months before. Right? Or was it? What was Forbidden West announced? Actually, no, Forbidden West might have been in 21. I might be misremembering.
Is this Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cliff.
And Zero Dawn, even another thing, with Zero Dawn could probably have done even better on PC if it had a good PC launch. Because some of you might have forgotten by now, but when it first came out on PC, there was a lot of issues with the game. Granted, they fixed them relatively quickly, but the first impression is very important, especially on PC. Or, not just on PC, but for any video game. If you tank your launch, it's gonna be tainted forever. But yeah, I think you're right. I think Forbidden West was announced a year after, maybe. Trying to think of it. No, I think Forbidden West was announced. Yeah, because they announced it during the PS5 reveal.
Uh-oh. What's
That happened in, I think, May of 2020.
Calling in machines.
And
Get
the
ready.
PC version came out August 2020. Yeah, so Forbidden West was announced. You know, that was a super clean fight.
These look like Vanguard weapons. There's no
Nice.
blood on
Nice that we got a super clean fight there after the
them. Those rocks, they're shattered.
mess up
Something
with
hit these
the Iron
stones.
fight. Still gonna
Something
lose
I've
time
never
here
seen
probably
before.
because of it.
What are those leather straps? Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it.
Yeah, I don't know, Fraja.
Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There.
I mean,
by
at the
tripod.
time, I remember we rewatched the
Power
trailer
cell.
all the time for Forbidden West due to the excitement. So maybe that's what you remember. Because I don't think you showed up in my stream until after the PC version was out. It was also when the PC version came out, I had a big boost in viewership during that summer. But that was due to free reasons, like, I had a couple of YouTube videos that did super well. The game was free on PlayStation, so there was a ton of interest in the game. And obviously Forbidden West got announced. And I did a run at GDQ as well. Plus the PC version. So all those things happened that summer, which gave me a massive boost in viewership at the time. That was when I went from averaging like 20 to 30 viewers to probably what I'm around today. And also the benefit from lockdowns, because all streams got more popular due to lockdown. Because people had more time to watch streams. I still have the video on my channel, it's just unlisted. All the videos that's ever been uploaded to the main channel are just unlisted. So if you want to see it again, I can find the link for you.
anchor's in. Not much farther now. All I said I found an image of a woman resembling an ancient.
We've got company!
But yeah, it was so exciting back then when Forbidden West got announced.
Spying through my focus again.
I don't think so, Fraser. At the earliest, they'll announce Horizon 3 next year. Anything else would shock me. Especially these days, because Sony don't announce games early anymore. I think they've learned their lessons with Wolverine. Because I don't know if you guys heard this, I think it was like a month ago, the story came out that the Wolverine game, when they announced it, they hadn't even begun working on it. And that little tease they did was literally the only thing they had about it.
An explosion.
And I think it was because they wanted to sell a bunch more PS5s. That was the only reason they announced them. Announced it so early. Oh. I guess that would work for something, I would assume.
I'll handle it.
Come on. Brother! What was that? Ah! That was a fight.
What was that? Hades?
Pink.
Hey!
That's my own fault. I shouldn't have talked so much going into that fight. Should have just focused. I forgot to split as well. But it looks like I lost 2 seconds. Lost 2 or 3 seconds there.
A machine.
Welcome to Feral Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe,
Looks like the way
Feral
up.
leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining.
Nah, I didn't take it down. That was back when I changed my channel to be a bit more focused on other things.
Like the Feral Focus.
Because as you know, one of the reasons why, one, I haven't uploaded at all to my main channel for a long time, and also why so many changes kept happening to the main channel was because I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it. And I kept changing, like, my idea for what I wanted that channel to be, and
So they made the
yeah.
focus.
And then on top of a lot of procrastination and other things just prevented me from doing that channel.
They made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
In hindsight, I wish I had done so many things differently. I could have been in such a better place right now if I'd done things differently in the past. But oh well, can always hang out in the past. But can only change the present. That's a really good plan. Let's go.
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, It's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
That's definitely the one thing I regret the most in regards to streaming into YouTube. Because I feel like I did not take enough advantage of the launch of Forbidden West when it happened.
Big or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
You're killer robots.
That's definitely my biggest regret with all of it.
So shut them down.
I'll
Because I feel like everything stream and YouTube-wise would have been so much bigger if I had. But when Forbidden West came out, I was just so lost on the things I wanted to do.
Show me the data then.
And I also felt like at one point, like my focus should just be on the be on making like tutorial videos, because the videos that had done the best on my channel were tutorial videos.
It's a catastrophe.
So I felt like that just took up so much of my focus trying to figure out tutorials, make tutorial videos and all that. That I, instead of making, I guess, more videos I probably would have been interested in. Even though tutorials are useful, it's just making like those basic tutorials for the more casual players. I just don't enjoy making those at all. So I don't want to make them. That's definitely my #1 rule with working on videos going forward, is definitely only make tutorials that benefit speedruns. Or does some sort of benefit to speedrunning.
Far the way up.
A final file has been recovered.
Jesus, Leslie. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
And also another thing, I just feel like there are people out there that are way better at making those, for lack of a better word, casual tutorials than I am. Like, for example, Artix makes so good tutorials for the casual stuff in Horizon.
Now sign the proposal.
And again, I just don't have the passion for making those kinds of things out. Obviously, the main thing I have passion for is the speedruns and challenge runs. So when I'm gonna do YouTube going forward, it's gonna be with the main focus on that.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to US Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What?
That too, Jens, yeah.
Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign.
But like I said, I had made those videos in the past, and some of them did do really well. But the thing I didn't remember about it was that those videos were made at first to benefit speedrunning. It just so happened they also became useful to casuals.
You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at.
That too, Magic.
Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
But like I said, I also just don't enjoy making those more tutorials focused for casual players. Like, for example, how to beat a hunting ground or something like that. I just don't have any passion for those.
What would great. Someday.
I would rather, like, the things I would rather do is like videos centered around the speedruns I do. Tell stories about how the speedruns came to be and all that, or videos that help make speedruns more interesting for people watching them, and get more people interested in them. Those are the kind of videos I want to make.
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it.
Because back when Forbidden West came out, I just got too lost in trying to make those basic tutorials, because sure, they would make a lot of money, so it just became about trying to build something like that. But I also just quickly realized long term that I don't enjoy this at all.
This must be the rise Sona's runner told me
And
about.
the amount of time and effort it took, I'd rather spend on something else. And I just feel more, I also just feel confident that I can make the things I want to make and make them interesting. But yeah, it just took a long time to realize that, and also have the time for it and all that, so yeah. Because I also have a strong belief, if you can just make videos that you are very passionate about and very interested in, it's so much easier to make it interesting to others as well. Like, I can watch so many videos on YouTube, for example, about things I have, like, no interest in, but if it's presented well and made by someone who's super passionate about it, that just makes it exciting to watch and learn about it.
The killers are just across this ridge, digging the...
You know? If you know what I mean by that. Alright, let's get a good watch here. Really nice. Let's go. Not perfect, but very nice.
This one, if you're my no,
She and I
do it.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the ring of metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter. Safe from stray sparks and lightning, and I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Theron, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. I found.
Damn.
There's
blood. Please,
Devil. I'll
sound.
Very nice. Yeah, that's one video I would like to make at some point as well. Not one of the first videos I want to make, but because I'm already working on other stuff, but one video that's basically just like speedrunning 101. Like a video that literally covers the most basic stuff of speedrunning. I would like to make at some point. Because there are a lot of people, especially in my stream, because most people that are into Horizon Zero Dawn has probably never seen speedruns before and stuff like that. Compared to, like, say, if it was a speedrun stream of Super Mario 64, then you're probably into speedrunning already. But especially in my stream, my community, I feel like there's a lot of people, when they watch my stream, there's a good chance it's the first time they've ever interacted with speedrunning. So at some point down the line, I would like to make a video that's literally like, I don't know if I'm gonna call it Speedrunning 101, but you know what I mean, like literally the basic introduction to it that goes over a lot of the basic stuff that sometimes is just expected for you to know, right? First camp. And the way I've thought about making a video like that before is kind of making like two videos in that sense. Like one that just introduces you to speedrunning and how all the basic stuff works. And then a second one that's like a basic tutorial for how to get started speedrunning any game. But at the very least should give you a good guidance on how to get started, no matter what game you want to do.
What was that?
Whoa. Just fell in the water there. Yeah, a lot of people are also surprised by what games you can speedrun. Because there's definitely this notion in speedrunning that it's something people only do of old games.
company.
That's definitely a big stereotype in speedrunning. Like, people don't really know that it's something you can do in, like, any game. It doesn't have to be, like, an old game you only played as a kid. Because I feel like most people that first learn about speedrunning probably stumble across speedruns of like games they have nostalgia for. Because the games that do get the most attention sometimes are those older titles.
Go now.
Due to the sheer history and stuff they have. Alright, let's get a good ring of metal now. Got some pretty good pace going here, so let's see if we can nail a good ring of metal this time.
You do have a plan, right?
You followed me this far, even into the ruins. You trusted me.
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot too, because I speedrun Horizon and Ghost. I've gotten a lot of comments and people say over the years, oh, I had no idea you could speedrun like an open world game. Which I assume they say is because of the lack of linearity.
What's that?
At the end. Solid ring of metal. Could have definitely have been better, but given the spawns I got there, I'll take it.
Or our all by
Nimmergorgon, thanks for the 7-month resub. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the continued support. Hope you're doing well. It's going really well today. Runs have actually been quite good on average. Just haven't gotten one all the way to the end yet, but the average run is looking really good. Also, this pace is really good right now, considering most of my big time save is in the second half of the run. Keeping up with my PB is really good. But yeah, I think also that stereotype of people's assuming only that speedruns only of older games, I think that also plays into the narrative that some people assume people only speedrun games that can be beaten in like an hour or so. Because generally if you play really well in an old game, you can get through them really fast. you know, like most NES speedruns, for example, are not longer than 30 minutes. Like, or a long NES speedrun is like 30 minutes. With like a rare exception. So I think that also plays a role in it. Whereas modern games obviously are much bigger. There's a lot more to them and all that, so people just assume that it's not feasible to run them. Yeah, true. If you compare it to the 120 star or the Hundo run of Super Mario 64. It is more or less similar time-wise.
Must have been where this was this place. The furnishings were metal. How they had it appropriate. It was metal, though. Guess they were used to it. Haven't seen one of these.
But yeah, also,
There must be some kind of
talking about those two videos, that would be nice to make at some point.
objects in this area.
About like speedrunning 101. I feel like it's a good idea to
Resources?
keep it split into two videos, because there's different viewpoints you can have on it. So the way you can think of it is like the one that basically explains all the basic stuff around speedrunning could be used for like viewers that just want to understand speedrunning better. And then the how to speedrun video would be more like, you know, the people that also want to get started running the game. And just cover the very basics of how to get started. Where you don't exactly teach them how to run a game, because there are usually tutorials for that separately for each game. But like tutorials that just basically tell you, hey, this is how you find the community you're looking for and what you need to get started, like live split and all that. Basic stuff like that. How to record a run and all that. Would be in the how to speedrun video.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
A world.
Some kind of power cell. I wonder what it's for.
Still a good fight. Just missed one of the arrows on the guy all the way in the back.
They had to fight hundreds.
At least I finally got those two guys next to the Death Ringer with the bomb. In my most recent runs, I've been struggling to nail that shot.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat. What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Oh, the 70-star run? Yeah. Starting out, it's probably... If you're starting out with 70-star, it's probably similar to what I do in Horizon. But the world record for 70-star, last I heard about it, was like 47-ish minutes, I think. Something like that. So the people that, you know, do the best 70-star runs are quite a far ahead there. But yeah, 70 stars is basically like their version of any percent glitzless. Because not only do you have to get 70 stars, you're also not allowed to do any of the glitchy or BLJ jumps and stuff like that.
Young enough to carry one. Show them where the trigger is and point them to the front. How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn.
So,
the top secret super weapons program.
You obviously know me, I don't really keep up with all the PC pod stuff and all that, but is it true that these days AMD is basically just as good as Nvidia? Because I know for the longest time they had like a stigma that Nvidia was like the only one that was worth paying for.
Consider the alternative.
And that's why so many people have Nvidia.
Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base.
But I feel like recently I have heard people say AMD is actually pretty solid these days. If not just as good.
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals.
Mid to low end they're getting there. Okay. So it's more on the high end side of things, they're not there.
You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
What is that? Now
it's Egypt. A lot. Yeah.
Wait, what was?
There we go. Good grave horde there. I feel like most of the time also was the right to grave horde. I got blocked by a lot of machines on the way. They have nothing to. Oh, I didn't know that. Fair enough. Goes to show how much I know about PC building. But then again, like the average person, like when we say high end, are you guys referring to like 4090, 5090 stuff? And then mid is like the 80s and lower 70s? So is it just that they don't have something that compete with the 90 thing?
All of these people are here.
Is that how I'm supposed to understand it?
Yes, and these come to ask a favor. Unpleasant, but that's politics. Something is eager to meet you.
Didn't Intel recently have like some massive issues?
It's all very intriguing.
I didn't really look into it, but I feel like I remember there was a lot of videos recently about Intel having some sort of massive issue that people were complaining about. Okay, gotcha.
Ignore them. Nobles are like children who whine.
They're a viable option these days, yeah, for the average person, yeah.
What's the Sun King like?
The most important thing is what.
Yeah, obviously the average PC user is probably gonna be in the mid-range market.
I know.
Ooh, almost tied my. Oh, I actually tied my gold there. Nice. Almost had a Sun King gold. Almost.
Thinking about it.
I think I was also watching Pirate Software stream at one point where he was complaining about Intel for a long time and said he was switching to AMD because of some sort of issue that happened with the most recent cards or whatever they're called. I think that's where I first heard about it, and then I started seeing a lot of videos being recommended about the situation.
You spotted me.
That there was something going on with Intel that was really pissing off a lot of people. But I didn't really look further into it. Play it safe here. use the bridge, just gonna use the water. I mean, at this point, and to be fair, it's probably been like this for a while, isn't it Nvidia also charging a lot more just because of their brand these days?
You're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
Kind of like
There's
Apple and stuff like that.
Just ahead. Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there?
Because they know they are more of a premium brand, they can charge more.
All right. What now?
Wait, that's what.
Gotta be tight. I have to be
Held in reserve for more yet to come. You'll have to get past them. The back way. I didn't say it would be easy. Climate. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. It feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just to get to the module. Keep moving!
No way! Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap?
Jump across there.
More clips across the ravine.
Shouldn't have gone for that extra roll.
That's the way out.
I know.
Should not have gone for that extra roll. Well, we have arrived at one of the first big time savers. Zeroed on. Good zeroed on here, we can save a lot of time. So let's go get it.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran Sun Palace.
Yeah, best possible time is still really good. Obviously my PB got play skip, so you gotta factor in 20 plus seconds if we don't get play skip.
Proud tradition. Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment.
If you want to hear
Obviously, we could still just get play skip in this run too, but
you're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
since most runs don't get play skip, it's probably a good idea to factor that in as well.
It means having to listen to Bahamas.
from on
Balustrade. It's a short
For
drop.
a more realistic view
The other
I see
on
you've
the
been
run.
here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble venture marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you?
Please take a seat and wait for your nick. Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important...
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents. I can pass them. Undetected.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place?
Initiating playback.
So... the whole Earth destroyed. But then... remade?
Yes. By a machine.
Intruder! Get her!
I've done this before. Just here we go. There's a box. Maybe there's a star buried nearby. Found one. Looks intact.
Slow pickup there.
Do the trick.
Also played it really safe in that fight there, because I messed it up in the last run. Sup, Greedy?
That did it.
Hope you're doing well. Let's go. Perfect, double jump. Perfect catwalk. Nice.
Welcome to Hades.
Elizabeth said a new generation of humans spawned inside such places. It's like it used to hold something.
Very nice. Really good Ceradon.
I kept
Get a good sun ring now.
Maybe.
At this, it was that you can
You're all of, hey, it does. Do you've got.
you and
Then.
yeah. After all,
What?
you're in it. You're and
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
thank fuck he ran into it. I'm still gonna lose time to that. Jesus. His stump missed the pillar, so I would have to go for another pillar that normally loses like 20 and 25 seconds. If he were to hit the next pillar I would go to. But he still ran into the pillar when he chased me, which was enough to break it. Luckily the pillars are vulnerable as long as he hits them.
Hey!
He gets really scared we were gonna lose the run to that shit.
Now you're just a big dummy.
That would be such a sad and pathetic way to lose a run.
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his lift attacks.
Ah, you bitch. Stupid fucking machine, man. God, that behemoth can be so frustrating at times.
Of course, if you not happy.
You're.
Stop. I'll be.
Wait.
Yes.
The
When I'll come in the meet.
You think
one of Halo for you? Yeah.
Fuck that behemoth. Ugh. So yeah, most of that time loss was him not hitting the pillar. But whatever, we're on to the Thunderdome.
Company.
the eclipse?
We're under attack! I'm looking right at her!
Your signs of combat. Up there.
Farewell, fool!
It's a corrupted Thunderjaw. Laurel and Sona, they're still alive.
Bring down the demon!
Finish them!
Aloy did it! We only helped. I thought we would die.
That's a really clean Thunderdome, let's fucking go.
You will.
Could be a gold split, but I'm not sure. Not sure exactly how good my gold is here. And still gotta nail the rest of the movement, obviously.
Mother look upon me with
It's so. She out by the. Have you? Sure, because what if she Ayla
Talk.
Hold for.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
I feel like that was good enough to be a gold.
I never stopped. Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized.
Of course they hated it.
Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum.
So, what was this place exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
But why not?
Priority drug access. Identiscan malfunction rectified. The nuclear lab. Route 1 access unsealed.
This is going to be interesting.
We nearly lost hope before the Anointed saved us. She can do anything.
Have you seen the Anointed in action? I'd give you anything to see them.
Yeah, not quite a gold. Still a good split though. Yeah, the we did it podium. I still have a conspiracy that that is a nod to The Last of Us in some way. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in The Last of Us, when you have the companions Sam and Henry, Henry will say after each fight, "We did it," no matter how much Joel did. Even if Joel did everything. It's probably not, but it's just funny. We did it. I only know that because it's like a meme in the Last of Us speedruns. Because when you do the speedrun strat, Henry and Sam literally does nothing. Nice.
Morad's agent Pitchcliff is the far. Morad's agent is waiting in the town marketplace. Calm. Pitchcliff. Morad's agent should be at the marketplace by now.
Stay there. We get snowballs. Oh, you can't possibly block the road better. Stormbird probably gonna see me now.
Ursa must be in there. We have
perfect.
to get through.
Fuck those snap malls though.
Just notes about crafting. And a letter tucked between the pages. Lots of things.
Go.
Would have been a gold if it wasn't for the snap malls, I think. I'll take it. And Hutch, thank you so much for the 34-month free sub. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the continued support. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for using your Prime on me. Appreciate that.
Anyone, please help! If you can hear me, please get help! Help! By the sun! I don't want to die!
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Both mount spawns were not great. So far, movement has been really good.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
This is exactly the kind of
But not the key.
It's
Yeah, every.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings.
Mind your footing.
Guess that's my way across. Glad that's over. was a bit...
The focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
This is Charles Ronson.
Years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
No! Slow guy prime not saving any time here, that's for sure. Completely messed up the skips here. It's really good up until the ending there, but...
The air rushed in from this side.
Because there was no...
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
But too sloppy on the skip at the end.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you.
Not the end of the run, probably just means it's similar to my PB, not saving any time.
This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay?
Sup, Scott?
See what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina.
Don't want to have unnecessary stuff in the toolbar.
I've purged Apollo. It's gone, all of it, every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
For it, like
the world, not a...
Aloy,
she doesn't...
You're...
If it...
You're... What? Earth. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Ah, come on, man. God. What terrible guy Prime does this? Yeah, I'm losing a lot of time here.
For I would but the truth. I help because when I know which yeah.
So
I take my
oh.
Whatever. Let's finish strong. But my god, that was fucking awful. But whatever. Let's vent the frustrations and move on. Still got a good run here. Regardless of how that guy Prime was.
I've sent a messenger.
I'm glad
she wouldn't tell him what.
Only.
If
I'll meet
Aaron, take it ours. Hey, look, when we, but now you were. Is it fine? We will.
Let's see if we can play skip in this run.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
It looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
Let's fucking go.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's. This must be where Dervahl assembled. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could beat.
Do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
No!
Murderous
fuck! Why the fuck did you have to be in my fucking face? Dang it, man!
Hey, look, you would budge, and I.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well.
That's frustrating.
I heal it.
No.
It's just that last one, I couldn't get a clean shot. I kept having the other one like flapping in my face.
And it's
And
then it turned into just a fucking garbage thermal fight.
It was weak.
I'm trying.
Marie.
Perhaps yes.
And
Now.
I don't.
That sucks. Ending of this run has been, besides Blaziken, it's just been very frustrating so far. With Guy and Derval here.
Create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Word but exact so other
Boland's apartment.
But whatever. Let's just focus up and get a good ending here.
Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Still got this home stretch to worry about. But man, Guy, Prime, and Derval. Fuck those splits right now. Would easily have been 39 pace if it wasn't for those two. But whatever. Still got a round to finish. Can still very much get a world record here.
That's not what's
Because we got time to save on all 3 of the last splits.
the end.
So I'm gonna mute the alerts until the run is over. They'll still appear on screen, but there will be no sound notification. I'll look at them after the run. Yeah, I did get Blaziken. Yeah, the 139 is so close, dude.
Deathbringers you spoke of.
To the
So
guns.
goddamn close.
To the guns! Now!
But how well I'm playing it.
Do what she says.
It's definitely happening soon.
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire. Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
Not this time.
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Somehow that was good enough. I really did not think I got the momentum there to make that, but we did.
Machines from the west! South! They're coming from the
definitely.
A wall in the attack. Lower your arms.
Still pretty good first half. Missed 2
Chance to catch a
shots.
breath and prepare.
Just like 2 shots there. It's not terrible, not the end of the world, but not quite perfect.
Raise arms again. Wet.
Hit some good shots there, but there was a really annoying Stonebird. Kept flying back and forth. Still managed to hit him though. So not a terrible Rich, but certainly could have been a lot better.
Incoming!
One more fight. Armorless Glendhogs would also save time in Rich. Yes. If they're not scripted. I forgot if they're scripted or not. Since they're corrupted, I think they're scripted to have the armor. Like, the Stormbird has full armor because it's scripted and is corrupted,
The others,
for example.
Are they?
No. Wounded, but alive.
So that's why we don't skip Stormbirds, for example, in the other setup thing.
They marched on the spire, dragging that.
Because some of the machines we fight are just scripted to have armor no matter what.
I've gotta go.
In the main quest. And usually anything that's corrupted tends to be scripted.
It must have gotten through the defenses. There it's Vanguard. I have to get up there.
Oh, come on. Get that shit.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy, we thought not.
Mike.
We were about right.
Let's do this. Let's go! Come on! That's another world record. Let's go! Nice! That was a really good Hades fight to end on as well. Woo! 140.26. Let's go. Ugh, this definitely had the potential to be the 39, but wasn't meant to be for this one. But that's fine.
Master Override armed.
Because with how I'm playing, we're definitely getting it soon. We are definitely getting it soon.
Alpha Prime.
Whew, very nice.
Master Override
but yeah, obviously looking back on both Gaia Prime and Durable, it certainly would have been closer. But then again, with how Rift's event's gone, it might barely just not have been the 39 even if those two splits were average. But you know what, doesn't matter. It's another world record, it's another step on the way. So let's go. Let's go. GG's. And thanks for all the GG's everyone, appreciate it. Yeah. This world record and the last world record, Hunt has been leaving in the beginning of the runs. But there seems to be a tradition for someone to be like that. At one point it was Seth, at one point it was Frasha. Back in the day. I guess Hunt is the one that's cursed now. With leaving in the middle of records. Oh yeah, that was also at one point where I would get world records on any run where you would feed your cat. But let's go. Another world record. Hell yeah. That would require me to start streaming late again. True. Don't want nuts to be overfed. But GG's. What a nice run. What a nice run. So I guess we still have time to save on Rich events. But now Gaia Prime and Durable are two big time saves. Going forward.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about
let's
that.
quickly go over the run
What was
here.
You were telling a story.
So Sawtooth was
Right.
fine.
Yeah, so
Pretty solid proving.
like I was saying,
Proving there was just
a
one guy that
children's
prevented it from being a
electronics
gold.
kit, but
Because
I
he
hacked
stayed
the
behind the
wire
rock.
into an auto battery and solar PV.
Pretty average
So the glass
corruptor.
caught fire.
Capture Border was fine. Not really anything to say
And I
there.
stood there, I don't know, maybe
It was mainly, I think it was this run where I had a really bad spawn in the second corrupted zone, but I still managed to get a decent fight.
my mother was
But
home.
the spawn
thank
was
God.
not good.
So she called the fire department.
Meridian was good.
And after,
Really good
she
excavation
took me
side
out
as
to the
well.
lawn, and
Showed me the dead baby birds because there were nests in the
Ambush.
Query.
Oh yeah, ambush. We had that really bad fight meeting up with Aaron, but the fight with the Ravagers and the ambush itself was really good. But mainly lost time there due to the fight meeting up with Aaron. It was not good. So there's definitely time to save there. Maker's End. Maker's End, I think we had a decent fight. But I forgot to split, so we'll have to add that split manually after this.
Elizabeth,
we'll just use the video to see what the split time was.
Don't make the world better.
And then the climb up fast tower was really good. Not really anything to complain about there from what I remember. I think it was pretty clean. War Chief was solid. Just the ending of War Chief. I missed quite a few shots on the last couple of enemies, so that could have been a little better. Camps were pretty good. Just a little iffy here and there. I think it was mainly the first camp was a little off.
What would you have wished for him?
Ring of Metal was not great either, so we definitely have a big time save on Ring of Metal now again. So time to save there for sure.
Curious.
It wasn't a bad fight, it was just, once again, the spawns were just not in my favor. Gravehoard was solid. Got blocked by some machines on the way to Gravehoard, but the fight itself was really good.
Just a little bit.
Really good Sun King split. Eclipse Base was good, except I messed up on the escape, so that cost me a few seconds. Had to go for the backup strat, where you jump across the lock. I messed up that jump, so I had to do a quick backup, so that lost me some seconds. Zero Dawn was really good. Not perfect, but really good.
Anyway, that's all.
Sun Ring. Oh yeah, the pillars. Oh, my god, I almost lost a run to the pillars.
I wish you a pleasant sleep.
Because the behemoth just wouldn't hit the pillar.
I'll catch it tomorrow.
Luckily, you ran into the pillar, so we didn't lose the run there, but definitely time to save there for sure. That behemoth was super annoying. All Mother, that was basically as close to a gold split as I probably can get on All Mother. That was such a good fight with the Thunder Jaw and everything, so that was really good. Borderlands was super clean as well, the fight itself, but I got completely blocked by the Snap Maws on the way to Borderlands, so that costed a few seconds. But the fight itself was super good. And then Gaia Prime, all the movement outside was really good, but once I got inside Gaia Prime, the movement was sloppy, and then I messed up the skip to the second hologram at the end. So definitely time to save there. By just clean up movement inside. Also made it after the holograms, I messed up on the skip to get back to the workshop. So time to save there for sure. And once again, we got Blaze Skip. So I think it was in this run, I said earlier in the run, we can't rely on getting Blaze Skip, but I guess I've gotten the 2 world records in a row now, so maybe we can. Perhaps we can. So there's that. And then Derval, that goddamn Glenhawk dude. The one that just flapped in front of me, and then the other one just became so much harder to hit. Because I just couldn't focus on it. And then he landed in a spot where I had to chase him down. It lost so much time. So definitely time to save there, for sure. It wasn't really because of the armor plates, that was just unfortunate positioning and everything. Helis was really good. I actually thought I was gonna mess up Helis because it didn't feel like I got enough momentum running off the edge, but I must have barely got enough because it worked, obviously. And then Ridge Defense, yeah. Ridge Defense, similar to my last PB, just missed a few too many ice rail shots in the first half, and then in the second half it was just very slow overall in a few places. Like the Stormbird was really annoying. Stormbird was really annoying, killing the 2 long legs, they could have lined up a little better. Yeah, not really any one specific thing in Ridge Defense, there was just so many small things that just added together there. And then got a really clean Hades fight. Got the freeze without him stomping, so that was nice. The only reason why I lost a second was because I took a lot of damage in the beginning, so I had to heal myself, which cost like a second. Because I had to play it safe. I lost too much health in the beginning of the fight, so had to sacrifice that. But other than that, losing like a second to healing myself, it was super clean fight. So nothing to complain about there. But yeah, GG, another world record, 140.26. Sub 140 coming soon. Possibly the next record. We'll see. We'll see. We'll definitely keep at it. But another step on the way to the promised land of the sub 100-minute speedrun. So nice. And Mammoth, thank you so much for the 3-year resub. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the continued support. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, you sadly just missed the world record. But I appreciate your continued support. Can we get some tribe emotes in the chat for 3-year resub? Let's go. But yeah, GG's on this run. GG's.